So, good morning, everyone. In the last class, we have studied about the stack. What is the stack? And various operations that can be performed, push and pop operation, as well as the traversal operations. Along with this, we have studied about the applications of the stack. And after the applications of the stack, we have studied about the expression conversion technique, that algorithm for conversion of the infix to postfix, infix to prefix. Along with that, I have given an assignment to you for conversion of postfix to prefix to postfix, and along with that, each and every conversion is possible. What you have to do, you have to follow the algorithm only. Now, in this class, we will study about the implementation of the stack. So stack can be, I have already told you in the previous class, that stack can be implemented using either linked list or array. So in the case of the array, you have to define the size of the array. If the size of the array is 5, then in the stack we can only store the 5 elements. So while executing the stack using the array, you have overflow conditions along with you. And while executing the stack with the help of the linked list, there is no overflow condition until and unless your memory is full. So, first of all, we are going to see the coding of stack using the array. That how to stack. See, one by one, I am writing the code. First of all, I am inserting the header file. First, save your file with the name of stack.c. Stack, and this is already saved in the C, so don't bother about that. So what I am writing has include I am using the Dave C++ IDE for the development of the. Along with that, I am defining has define max size five. Means the maximum size I am defining of the array is 5. Now after that, I am declaring my stack. I am giving the definition of the stack with the help of structure. So struct is a keyword, that's why it is shown in bold. Stack, struct stack. Inside this structure, I am writing int stk max size. Inside the bracket, I have to write max size. Now after this, what I am writing, you have to give here the semicolon in order to terminate the instruction. Int top. Top is nothing but the variable which indicates that at which index of the array you have stored your element. Now this whole will be terminated like this. After that, I am going to use type def, that is a keyword. That is, I am defining the type of the structure. What I have written, struct stack. So I will write here struct stack with capital stack. Means here what I am doing, I am defining the type of a struct stack with stack. Means whenever I will write stack in capital, it will write both the thing, struct stack. So I have not write the two statements, I have to write only the stack in the place of struct stack. So that is the use of the type define. Now I am creating this object of stack, stack s. Means nothing, but I am defining a variable s which has the two index first, which has the two part. This is what, this is the definition. I am defining the our stack, and this is the declaration, means I am declaring my stack. So whenever you are writing this syntax, no memory is occupied because this is a definition. And whenever you are going to declare a variable, then only the memory is occupied. So a variable will be created here with the name of stack, which has two part, with the name of s, which has two part. First one is the array of max size, which I have already defined with the 5, and the second one is the top, that will take the garbage value initially. Now what I'm writing void push, and inside that I'm writing void, type is void because it has no parameter. So I'm writing void. You can omit it, this is optional. You can omit this void, this is optional. Again I'm writing int pop inside this void because I'm not giving any parameter. Means now void display, that is a traversal function, and inside this I'm also giving void. This is the declaration of the function that I'm going to use three functions: void, push, int pop. Why int pop? Because pop will delete an element, and that element will be sent to the calling function. That's I have written type is pop here. Now I'm writing my main function void main, and inside the main I am taking an integer choice. I'm writing here the menu driven program. Let's see how the menu driven program is written. Int option is equals to 1, and s dot top is equals to -1. Okay, so here, since top is the variable of, top is the member function, member of s variable, so whenever we will access top, we will write s.top, that is -1, means we are initializing top by -1, means initially your stack is empty. This indicates your stack is empty. Okay, so print f, I'm writing here stack operation, means I am writing that you have to perform what are the stacks operations you have in the given menu, \n. Now while option, inside the while loop I'm writing print one for push, print I'm writing here \n, I'm copying this because I'm not going to print again and again. 2 for pop, and the third one is print 3 for display. And fourth, I'm going to write print 4 for exit. Backslash n. Now this I have given the 4 menus here. Now after that I am going to print, not print, I have to write printf each and everywhere. Okay, printf is the function. Printf, enter your choice. Enter your choice. Backslash n. Scanf %d ampersand choice. Switch choice. Switch is for creating the menus. Now case 1, push case 2, pop case 3, display, and case 4, that is return. And the last one is the default case. In default case you have to write printf you have entered choice. So what I have done in this section, let's see. In the main function I have given 3 variable. First for choice. Choice will, whenever you give the choice 1, your push function will be executed. Whenever you give the choice 2, your pop function will be executed. Whenever you give the choice 3, your display function will be executed. And whenever you give the choice 4, your exit function will be executed. So choice is for inside the switch statement which case you want to execute, whether you want to execute the case 1 or case 2 or case 3 or case 4 or else. So this is all about the choices. The option is initialized to 1 because first time I have to execute this while loop. So in order to execute this while loop, inside this the condition must be true, and when the value of option is 1, automatically your condition will be true, and at least this while loop will be executed for one time. This while loop will be executed for one time. Okay, so whenever your while loop will executed for first time, you will see these 4 menu First push, second pop, third display, fourth exit, and after that enter your choice. Whenever you give your choice, it is stored inside the choice variable. Let's suppose you give the choice 1. So inside the switch statement, the case 1 will be executed and you will call your push function, whatever you have given here. Okay. So I have given the, you have entered the wrong choice. Now after this, I am using the f plus steady in. A function is given f plus steady in, means whatever you have given through your keyboard, it will flush the value. Okay. Again I am writing printf do you want to continue. Inside the bracket I am writing type 0 or 1. So if you want to execute, type 0 or 1, that is the \n. Means this will ask you that whether you want to execute again your all these functions or not. Okay. So I have written all these functions inside the while loop. Is it okay? F plus steady in is now when the user type 0 or 1, what will happen? I have to use scanf again, and this scanf, what it will do, it will perform using the option, store at the option variable. So first time automatically your option is 1, so one time it will be executed, and each time it will ask whether you want to execute again or not. If you want to execute, then you have to give 1 inside this option. Again this while loop will be executed. If you don't want to execute, you will give 0 and the option will contain 0. So when while 0 condition is false, your while loop will not be executed. So this is all about your while function, and this all about your things. Now we'll come outside of the main function. The execution of main function is completed here. Now what I will do, I will, since I have given three functions, first one is push, second one is pop and display, I have to give the definition of this function, because I have already given the prototype here. I have called the function, but the definition of function is not given yet. So what I will do, I will give the definition of the function. So I am giving the comment here like this. That is function to add an element to the stack, and this close here. So what is that function? That function is void push. So function definition you have to give. Int num is the number that you want to insert into the stack. Now I have told you, while I have given you algorithm to push. At the push condition, I have told you whenever you are inserting an element in the stack, and if that stack is implemented using the help of the array, always you have to check whether your stack is full or not. So how will you check? You will check if s.top is equals to max size minus 1. Why minus 1? Because your array size is max size, and in C indexing starts from 0. So when your top is at the last of the array, so it will be at index max size minus 1. Okay, if that this condition is true, what will happen? We have to printf printf stack is full, stack is full backslash n, and we will return from the function because we cannot insert here. Obviously when the stack is full, you have not to do anything. So what will happen? The return function, what it will do, it will take out of the function. Okay, now if this condition is not true, means you have some space in your array, and printf, I'm giving the message to the user that enter the element you want to insert or push backslash n. So in this case, what will happen? Scanf %d %num, because num is the variable where I want to store. Now when I have entered my number inside the num variable, what I have to do next? I have to increase the top by 1. So top is the structure member, so it will be accessed using the structure variable dot top, struct dot top plus 1, and after that struct dot stk comma s dot top is equals to num. Right? Why s dot stack? Because stack stk is the member of what? This stack, and this stack is defined, this stack variable is s, so s dot stk and s dot top, these two variables will be accessed with the help of the stack variable, that is the s. So I have written like this. So this is what the overall function for pushing some element inside the stack. The second one is I have to give the function to delete an element, function to delete an element from the stack, and this delete can be also pop. I can write pop here. Okay, so what will happen here? I have to write void int pop, not void, because I've given the prototype as int pop. You can see here I've given prototype as int pop. So what I'm writing? Int pop and parameter is nothing. So I have also writing here int num. Now this variable is useful to store the element to be deleted. Now this num will store that element which I want to delete. Okay, in order to display that function, return that function. So what will happen here? If s dot top is equals to -1. What it indicates? If top value is -1, then we can say printf stack is empty. Stack is empty. So I cannot delete any element, \n. If this is the case, I have to return from the function. If this is not the case, I have to execute the else condition. And in the else condition, what I have to do? In the else condition, I have to write since the return type is integer type, so I have to give here something inside the integer. So what I am giving here, return s dot top. It will return -1. Else condition, num is equals to s dot stk comma s dot top. So whatever the element in the top, I will store it inside the num. Printf pop the element is popped element is compile अभी नहीं करना था. It is compiled, it is giving some error. I will check it later that what the error is. Close. So popped element is %d %d, and in this %d what I have to do, I am writing s dot stk ब्रैकेट में s dot top. And we'll terminate this and we'll decrease the top by -1 because I have deleted an element, so I have to decrease the top by -1. Okay. Now what I am writing here, return num. Return num. So this is all. Now this is the function to delete an element from the stack. Now the next one is function to traverse. I'm copying this content, pasting here. Function to display the status of display the status of the stack. So what will happen here? Void display void display not num inside, because this is void already. Int I is for loop. If s dot top is equals to -1, print f printf stack is empty, \n and return. return. Return is spelling because this is the keyword and keyword should be in bold. Okay, this is the right return. So else printf \n the status of the stack is \n for I is equals to s dot top semicolon I is greater than equals to 0 semicolon I minus minus print f %d \n comma s dot stk comma I. So else condition is executed completely, and outside the else will leave print f \n. So it will print